Okay, there we go. Hello, hello. Good evening. Let me actually put filters on because don't need to really that. Next level, hello, hello. And gatekeepers, Mr. Jember and Achua. Welcome, guys. Hello, hello. So tonight's a little bit different. I did put it on Discord. It's gonna be like a podcast night with some streamer friends, and I have some really cool guests with me tonight. I will introduce in a second. You can also use the command guest, and then you can see their links there. Kind of right next to each other. Maybe I should space it out a little bit. Hold on, 1 second. But how's everyone doing? We just fix. It's not like it's like right next to each other, so it's not confusing. But it's gonna be like a very light kind of podcast to get to know other keyboard content creators, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know. But it'll be like first time talking together, and I usually am with other keyboard streamers, but it's nice to get in touch with the local community, because the views of the keyboard hobby I think are different when it comes to that, of course. Like this. Yeah, RX, you're in Korea, right? You posted on Facebook that you're, in Korea. Oh my god, he still wants to do it. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it like. There you go. Those are the links to the guest here tonight. Oh, oh, Chua, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Mutant link. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know how to make it like more professional, like it's like separated. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, again, I'm actually doing like a podcast tonight. We're just gonna talk. Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, whole lot of shit. Cool. What's up, dude? Hey yo, I'm gonna finish Arcane, then I'll be here. Oh, no worries. Go finish Arcane. I heard pretty good show. Okay. So I'll go ahead and introduce everybody to the stream. And oh, you know what? I'm actually surprised. They're actually showing their face. I thought they weren't gonna show their face, so a good thing. Let me unmute myself.
No,
Oh,
hello.
hello, hello. Here we go. I thought you guys weren't gonna show your face.
Are we live? Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh
So
Chat.
we have here some amazing content creators, also from the Philippines. Some of them you might know, and then some of them are from a different platform. Oh, Asian Nerd, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. But we'll go ahead and introduce ourselves first. The one right above me can introduce, I guess.
Uh, Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of you here see me in chat a lot. My name's Sid, or more commonly known as Backspace Sid. I run a desk mat printing service, and I also do, some keyboard streams from time to time on Twitch. Yeah, hello, everyone. EM680 guy. Yeah.
Very, very, very nice. Next, we have the one also right above me.
Hello, I'm Chessie. I make keyboard typing videos on TikTok, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Happy typing. There we go.
Happy typing.
Thank you. Thank you. And then Mr. Poggy right here in the hat.
I'm not Poggy. You're the Poggy one, Sanyard.
Oh my god. No,
But
no,
hi
no, no.
everyone. I'm Waro. You might know me from my streams where I build cables and I also sell cables based on commissions. And yeah, that's it.
What? You also
Hello,
build keyboards
hello.
too, right?
Yeah, I build keyboards
And there was
sometimes.
a recent one, a pretty nice keyboard that you built recently.
Yeah, I built a
Oh,
keyboard
Aaron's a
for
variety streamer.
Bayakant.
Oh, for Bea Kent. Nice. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. These are my guests tonight. Thank you again for joining me, and thanks for making the time to be on this first ever podcast on my stream that is like local community wise. Because I want to get in touch with the local community, which is like something really important to me, especially since on our platform here on Twitch, there's not as many Filipinos. Mostly of them are on a like Facebook or TikTok, I guess, because there's just more people in that type of audience. And I just wanted to talk about that kind of stuff, but let's break the ice first, yeah. And just wanted to ask, what was your first keyboard? What was your first key? Your mechanical keyboard, backspace.
Okay, so my first keyboard I got maybe like 3 years ago, and it's not that interesting, I'd say, because back then I didn't really have. There's not much like budget options, right? So I have this. I mean, this is my first board. I'm sure you've all seen it
Oh,
from my
you still
stream
have
already.
it too. That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, I've never. I don't ever feel like I'm gonna sell it, just because I'm like someone who has lots of like sentimental value to things. So this is my first board. It's a DZ60 with a just a simple white on black black on white PBT set, EPBT set, and yeah, this is a DZ60 that I millmaxed recently, but I had it for a while with NK creams, and I've had it for a while, and I broke it in without really knowing how to break in things, because back then I didn't have like I didn't know much about lubing and stuff, so I just used it stock, and it broke itself in, and before I knew it, it was already broken in. So you know it's
Yeah.
two birds with one stone kind of thing. So yeah, eventually I learned how to desolder, and it's like my first desolder like experiment. So yeah, this has a lot of like lore to it, I guess, but I'm never gonna sell it, even though it's like super scuffed up already. The ano is like so bad on the sides, but you know, yeah, the DZ60 build.
Where'd you get the case? Is that like from like AliExpress or is it like from
Uh, I mean,
KBD
everything
fans?
on this is just from KBD fans because back
Oh,
then that's
okay.
all I knew. I thought like the whole keyboard thing was just KBD fans, so that's where I got it.
That's
Yeah.
that's perfectly fair. Like this is such a niche hobby. It's like hard to find other vendors that sell like keyboard parts, especially when I first started out too. Like I didn't know any better. Like there was other vendors that sell like different cases and different styles as well. That's pretty cool that at least you still have your first key. So you're more of a sentimental man. Oof.
Mhm. Okay. But
Oh
yeah.
man. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Oh, next. How Chessy?
Okay. Same with Sid. I still have my first cube, but that's because
Dang.
I only got into the hobby like legit last year. This time, I guess, like October or something. Like my best friend gave me my first cube, and then I put stickers on it. Super cute, and that's it. And I remember last year it was like super hard for me to find my first cube because first I wanted it to be pretty. So I wanted to find like a pretty budget board. And then I remember I really wanted Akko. But the thing about Akko was that it wasn't hot swap yet. Like legit, nothing
Right.
was hot swap last year. So that's why I went for the SK64S. It's by Epomaker. And then, yeah, it just has pretty keycaps. And then it's optical switch and it was hot
Yeah.
swappable.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I really chose it because, hot swap, pretty. That's it.
So those
And
are
it
like your
also
main
had Bluetooth.
criteria. Is like the aesthetic was the first
Yeah.
thing that came to your mind. Like I want a
Yeah.
keyboard. First thing has to look really pretty.
Yeah, it has to be pretty so that I don't end up buying keycaps. But then I just ended up
Hmm.
buying keycaps like 3 months later.
That's the first lie. I was like,
Yeah.
these are the only keycaps I'm gonna get. These are the only switches. This is the only board. first lie already, right?
Yep.
Oh, but I
That's
like it. It's very,
basically
very
my
nice.
first cube. Thanks. I put stickers on it.
What kind? Can you
That's
show
my
the
first
stickers? I couldn't
cube.
really get a good view of the stickers.
Okay, how do I do this? There's like stickers
That's
here. I
cute.
put it in the front. I put it in the back. Then I put it on the sides. Then I also
Oh
have like these
wow.
artisans. Yeah.
Oh, I
But
think
I
the
still
artisans are
really love
green.
this cube. Yeah, they are.
They're
They're
like
from Stardew
invisible.
Valley. So cute. Oh
Gotcha.
yeah. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, very nice board. All right, Waro, what is your first keyboard? Do you still have it?
I think I have it, but I can't find it. It's supposed to be here in my room, but I can't find it.
Warren has too
But
many keyboards.
it was an
Mm.
Ajaz something, blue switches, and I used that for a good amount of time. I think 2 years, I think, when I was still gaming a lot. Then, yeah, I used that a lot.
Used it a lot.
That's it.
Is this your first like
I
mechanical
think it
keyboard?
was, yeah, it was my first mechanical keyboard. I think I got it back in grade, oh wait, grade
Grade?
2000,
Oh my god, are you like
2000, the 18 maybe or 19, I want to say.
okay? So
But
grade
yeah, ever since
somewhere 2018, 2000.
I've been liking keyboards for a really long time. It was mainly because of Tay keyboards.
Hey, keyboards. Oh man.
Yes, my idol. But yeah,
What was this even before like gaming keyboards? Because like the first
I mean, it
mechanical
was
keyboard,
basically a gaming keyboard.
it was oh okay, gotcha.
But I couldn't get the one with lights because, I was a broke high school kid back then, and then I wasn't like super into customs yet because, of course, like that time it wasn't that available, and it was really expensive.
True. This
But I
hobby
only
is
got
definitely
to, yeah, this hobby is really expensive. But I only got to make my first custom keyboard last year. Also, it was also around October, November, and yeah.
nice. Very nice. What did you build? What it was blue switches. Did you like blue switches? Because I think everyone starts off with blues.
Yeah, everyone starts with blue switches.
Like
So
it was
I liked it.
advertised.
I liked it before. Now I
And
can't handle
then
them.
you can't handle them. Like your taste has changed, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, very, very, very nice. Nice, right? I think everyone starts off with blues because, like my first mechanical keyboard was a Devastator from Cooler Master. It was a mouse and keyboard combo, and it was a mechanical, right? It was advertised as mechanical, so it's half the cost of a real mechanical keyboard. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. Great. It's only like $50 for the keyboard and mouse. It has only one single color, red, and then it was, it was okay. But eventually I did move on to like Razer and Corsair and Logitech, and it was always advertised as like the pro gamers use blue switches, so that's what I ran with most of the time until I watched Teja's YouTube video. That's when I got into the keyboard hobby. So there's my background. Cookie equals pro gamer. You're right here, man. You can talk if you want to.
It's fine.
All right.
I like chatting.
Megahertz says I started with box whites, but yeah, Cookie was the way. Very true. Nitalix, thank you for being here in the stream. Otemo Blues says Hattie for R. Ming Fernando, Razor Green still the best. Seems like a lot of people have lots of experiences with clickies, but it seems like everyone's been in the hobby for a little while, and I'm pretty sure a lot of their taste has changed. Thank you for sharing. That's nice. It's good to see like what was everyone's first experience with the mechanical key. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the next question. And I just wanted to ask, like, what? Where is? Oh, how did you exactly get into the hobby? Like, you know mechanical keyboards exist, and you started typing. But what inspired you to get deeper into the hobby? Like, you started researching. Who are the people, or what events happened to make you get into key?
I mean, I feel like for me, uh, I've been using mechanical keyboards for like maybe like a decade now. Like just with Razer and all these other like gamer brands, right? But I maybe like 4 or 3 years ago, I started a YouTube video by Teha popped up on my YouTube feed, right? Like everyone, it catches someone by surprise. Like you kind of just figure out about like the rabbit hole that is keyboards, right? Like,
Mhm.
and then as soon as you click on that first video and you watch it all the way through, right? It starts feeding you like keyboard videos every day. And I
Oh.
think that's it. It really grew on me. Like I was like, I could catch myself sometimes thinking like throughout the day, like what board would I want if I ever bought one? And I was like, I used to think like, there's no way I'd spend this much on a keyboard, right? Even like 6,000 pesos, like, oh, that's absurd. I'd never spend that kind of money on a keyboard, right? But eventually, I was starting to see like, especially like knowing where to get it is the worst part for me. That's what really like got me to do it because I've been watching like maybe like Tay keyboards for a while, just seeing his videos like Teha and all the other big mechanical keyboard YouTubers, and then as soon as I started knowing about where to get the stuff that you need to build, right? And I was like, I already have a soldering iron at home, so maybe I'll try it, right? And then I saw the tutorials flood in as well. That it was more so like you kind of like YouTube's fault that I really got into the hobby because I didn't know there was this whole community around keyboards as well. Like maybe a few years ago, that wasn't really
Mhm.
like a big thing, right? To be part
Yeah,
of a
no, it
group.
was definitely not big. It's still kind of niche, to be honest.
Yeah, but for me, it was more so like the content creators that really got me in to the hobby.
Mm.
Like everything I learned was from YouTube, like about keyboards, and it's still that way. Like every day I'm learning new things still, and it's all because of like the other content creators. That's why I really hold a high content creators to high regard because they're really like kind of like the pioneers, right?
Mhm.
So that's kind of why I got into the hobby. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's like touches my heart, bro. No, that's great. I really appreciate you sharing that, man, because again, a lot of people have different experiences. And then that one was really nice. It's very touching as well. Do you think you're still going to be continuing this hobby further down the road?
I was okay. I was watching because if you know like Chard is doing a subathon, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And I asked because Castor Boros, like the founder or one of the co-founder of Hex Keyboards over there, right? As a
Mhm.
guest. So I asked the question like it really got me thinking. Like I asked the question, do you think the keyboard hobby in general, will just continue to grow from here?
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
like right now it's really popping, right?
Right.
Compared to a few years ago. Like right now, there's like, so many people come in. Like even my super like I say normie, right? But my super like non-techie friends are like, oh, you do keyboards, right? How what are they ask me like advice? So it makes me wonder like, is keyboards gonna be like the next like it's gonna be like a really like a staple thing now, or will it just die down like any other trend, right? So for me, I'd like to think that I'll still be doing keyboard things like even like 5-10 years from now. Just
Let's
like
go.
just like as a hobby, like a fun thing, like something I enjoy on my pastime, right? Maybe if it really doesn't go well, then maybe I'll like especially in content creation, or like if I don't have the time to do it anymore, or like offer my service, I still hope to like enjoy keyboards, right? But time changes people. Like I never thought I'd be in this hobby in the first place.
I'm glad you're
So
in the hobby, man. It's so good to have you here.
oh, man. You're making me blush, Sanyard.
That's my job. That's my job. My job's to get
Yeah.
everyone kilig on the stream tonight. Okay? It's not, kilig is a good feeling. All right. But thank you. All right. Haluchesi. Same question.
I think for me, because the number one person who really got me into caves was probably like the one super famous Wildcat and Pro 2 typing video for 1 hour. Like I was super hooked into that vid because like the keyboard is so pretty. I didn't know keyboards could be that small, could be pretty, could sound like that. And then as somebody like who types notes all the time, I thought like, oh, I want a keyboard like that. So I just said in Discord one day like, I want a keyboard. And then Warren just like, keyboard? So that's pretty much how I got into the hobby. So I just really like typing, if you can tell by my TikTok, because
Yes.
I type a lot of notes and like because I'm a student, whatever, like that. So like that's why like when I started out on TikTok too, just like 100% all typing vids, because that's all I really like to do in my queue. So yeah, that's basically what got me into the hobby. Like basically it's just like seeing all these pretty cubes with their pretty sounds and like that.
So for you, like, is it the sound is more important, or is it the pretty now? Since you're more informed of like how sound can differ, and with mods and all that stuff. So do you look for more now a pretty sound or still aesthetically pretty?
I think now, I don't know, you can't make me choose. But I know now what sound I like, and it's just basically I like it a lot more quiet because of like how I'm still a student and I'm in like online calls all the time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so like I got super into silent switches for like 1 month. Like all I listen to is silent switches, and now I do have silent switches and I use it all the time when I'm like in class. So
Oh,
I
wow.
really like that sound basically. And
Silent.
but I can't choose between pretty or not.
That's great though. Wildcat. So Wildcat was like your inspiration, pretty much, or like the person that you really discovered. Like, wow, I didn't know, or keyboards can look really that good or sound that great. I do give it up to Wildcat because like I don't see many other YouTubers that do like dedicate like 1 hour of just literally typing. Most of them 2-3 minutes tops. Wildcat is the only one. Like, okay, I do listen to ASMR. Okay, I admit I listen to ASMR. I like kinetic sand when they cut into that, but I also do like when they type, and just I leave that on my headphones while I go to sleep. And I did listen to Wildcat's ASMR videos, so he has really top notch quality.
High qual.
His desk, his desk setup is
True.
super clean. Is
And his
super.
lights. He has great
Yeah,
lights.
yeah. I can totally understand. Like, lights, pretty keyboard, nice sound, aesthetically pleasing to the eyes and ears. Who wouldn't like Wildcat?
True.
Huh? I'm sus. I'm sus. Asian nerd tech. Yes, I am sus. That's why I have a sus emote in personalized kisses. But no redeeming personalized kisses because they can hear me. Okay, so it's kind of weird if I do it now. So no personalized kisses. Okay. Oh, but thank you, Haluchesi, for sharing. All right, Mr. Pogi, Mr. Chito. Is it Chito Miranda? Is it that one?
Chito Miranda.
There we go. There we go. Oh my God, we are not doing
um,
TikTok. Can one of my mods
TikTok dance.
redeem? If I'm gonna do TikTok, then
Sid will do the TikTok
all
dance.
of us have to do it
No, no,
together.
no, 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 no.
There. See,
Hell
I
no.
am
So
not
no.
gonna TikTok
I'm
that.
not dancing.
we're gonna refund. One of my mods, Shuckle, I see you there in chat. Refund. No TikTok tonight.
Refund him.
This is a professional podcast. Okay.
Big.
Pepe Riot, you
Behave,
go
Meg.
Pepe Riot over there. Okay. Next time, okay, I will do 2 TikTok dances. Okay, next time on the next one. All right, but we'll go back. We'll go back. Waro, you're up, man.
Alright, so like I said in my first answer, day keyboards really got me into keyboards. Because before, when I was looking for my first keyboard, I always like trying to decide like, ooh, what switch should I get? Like blue, browns, reds, because those were the only ones available. And it was either like cherry if you want to go like expensive, or like you stick with Otemu. Of course, I had to go with like the Otemu because I was on a budget.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, actually, Tay Keyboards made a lot of budget keyboard videos back then. He kind of slowed down making videos right now, but But yeah, I think most of my keyboard like buying decisions before, like for the budget ones, was because of Tay keyboards.
Mm. I think Take
And yeah,
Keyboards is great for people who are starting out because he
yeah,
does a lot of like budget and beginner type of builds as well.
yeah,
Like Tofu's, and he does like, well, the newer stuff like Ikki's and KBD 67 Lite. So he does a lot of those reviews, which are really nice. And during the time when you started, I'm pretty sure he had like the Tada 65 or Tada 60. Like those were
yeah,
like really great entry boards for people to get into right away. So
yeah.
he makes great content. He's still making great content, but uh, that's really good to hear. Take keyboards and
His videos right now are like top notch. Like
oh
the
yeah,
quality is
yeah.
so good.
I
I
I,
always
I
get so amazed by everything he makes nowadays.
I wish he was here in chat, but I can definitely see the the
He's probably
quality.
lurking
He's
though.
probably lurking, yeah. But the quality has definitely raised up from his like
Yeah,
earlier videos, which is great to see. Like I love it when he does his typing videos. There's like multiple camera angles,
yeah.
and I love how the division of like each section of the screen is too. You can actually see the specs, then a side angle camera, then top down camera or something like that, which is really
I also really like his K-pop
good.
series.
True,
Because
true.
fun fact, I actually won one of the giveaways from his videos.
Oh, for
From
real?
one from the video, yeah. It was an album from ITZY,
Oh,
and yeah,
that's great.
it was kind of amazing. I was kind of shook.
Hey, congrats, man. Tay is definitely a K-pop queen,
Yeah,
which is really nice. I like his boards when he does reviews on them too. Very, very unique. I'm pretty sure RX appreciates those videos. All right. So thank you for answering those questions. Just in case, if anyone here in chat has any questions for our lovely guest here tonight as well, you can go ahead and put that in chat. If you guys want to ask anything, just let me know, or let one of my mods know, and then they can message me so we can get this up on stream as well. All right. So the next topic I wanted to talk about. Thank you for the quick icebreakers, getting to know each other. Usually I'm talking through chat or I'm watching your TikToks, but this is the first time we're actually like really getting to know each other. This is great. It's like I want us to be closer. There's not many of us. Not many of us keyboard content creators. So perfect timing for today. Uh, so the next question, I think it mostly applies to our two TikTokers here for now, Backspace Sid and Halu Chessy. So I just wanted to ask, how is the difference in audience compared to like Twitch? Because I know TikTok audience is a bit different compared to like how people chat on Twitch. So what have you guys noticed between the two platforms? Backspace.
Um, like in terms of just like general audience or like live, because I've never done a live
Oh,
before, but
like general
yeah.
audience, like when you see people commenting on
Oh,
your videos,
oh, okay.
the way they ask questions, or like how you interact with your audience on TikTok and how you interact with your audience here on Twitch.
Um, for me, I feel like, especially on TikTok, you get lots of questions like 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 super not so in-depth questions, right? Like pretty shallow, like surface, like barely getting into the hobby questions. Because
Mm.
especially on TikTok, you do get like a lot more views, like than posting on YouTube, right? Because people on TikTok, they're just like kind of like fed the content, right? You just scroll until you see videos. You don't really like really search for anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So lots of the people who are on TikTok who actually do end up commenting, or I feel like the viewers who really watch, they aren't. I wouldn't say like they're not like they're barely getting into the hobby still. I think that's mainly the difference between here on Twitch rather than on TikTok. Because I feel like on Twitch, like the people who do like like especially when you have like first time chatters who come into the chat, right? Usually they already know something and they have like us. They've already been like researching. They've already been
Mhm.
doing this. Like they're looking to get their first board, right? So it's kind of like they're more looking for advice rather than wanting to like. Of course, they're wanting to learn, but they already have stuff to ask, and like they're kind of already like almost deep enough to really like pull the trigger at. But the people on TikTok are like just getting to know the like about the hobby.
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
feel like yeah,
But by
that's
any
like for me that's like
chance?
the biggest difference.
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Sorry for interrupting. My bad. Um, just want to ask, like, do you think like
Yeah.
there's also, because it is a fairly new app, and I feel like a lot of people on TikTok are a bit on the like younger side of the spectrum. Do you feel like that is a big difference too compared to, because I feel like on Twitch, it's a bit more older kind of people who are usually in my chat as well, and then I'm barely dabbling in TikTok. I do just it for shits and giggles, right? You guys are actually making real good content, like educational wise and entertainment wise as well. Do you think like the age difference, is there a real age difference between TikTok and Twitch?
Um, I feel like it's kind of the same. Well, of course, like the kind of viewership I get on here, Twitch versus TikTok is like the number is much like it's much higher on TikTok, right?
Right,
Definitely,
right,
but
right.
I feel like because it's like statistics like the sample size I have on TikTok, it's really like varied. It's not like it's not like all younger and all older because especially me like right I offer a commission service and I also openly put that on my TikTok, right? So when I do end up getting DMs about this stuff, it's really different because there are really some people who are just like much younger and there are also people who are just like straight up like older, like 30 up, I guess. But I'd say average would be around like 20ish, right? Like at in the age. But on Twitch, I feel like I mean I'm not so sure about Twitch, but like the people in the chat anyway, everyone generally is like older, much older than me, right?
Mhm.
Like I'd say the average maybe on TikTok is maybe like 20ish, 18 to 20ish. But the average on Twitch is maybe like 25. I'd like to say 25, 26. Like you can tell, like I'm sure Warren knows also. Like the people on Twitch are really much older than us. I feel like especially the other content creators. And sometimes I'm just like blown away sometimes by how old, not old. That's such a bad word to use, but
Grabe
like how
sakit.
much
Guys,
more.
Sid is calling all of you old.
Damn, he
Yeah,
just
cancel
straight
Sid right
up
now.
called us
Cancel Sid.
boomers. Okay, okay. All good,
We're
hey,
all
opinion.
boomers,
It's an
guys.
opinion. Let's not all get touchy, okay? It's all good. Okay, okay.
No, but yeah, like some people on here are kind of like old enough to be like my parents, right? Which surprises me. No, Lois is going crazy. I'm not calling anyone old, okay? It's just
Guys,
like
we're all
relatively.
parents.
Oh my god.
No. Okay. I'm gonna stop there. But yeah, the Twitch viewership is much like older, like considerably than on TikTok, because there's lots of youngins on TikTok. But yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you for sharing. Halu Chessie. Did I just call you Halu Chessie or just Chessie or Chess? Like, what do you prefer to be
I'm okay with
called?
any. You
With
should
any?
just
Okay.
call me Chessie though.
Chessie. Okay. There.
You
Okay.
shouldn't
Chessie.
say hello, Chessie.
I don't know, but I see. Okay. Hello, Chessie. Okay, but Chessie. All right.
Okay. I agree with Sid that like okay, I don't stream here on Twitch, so I also don't really know. Like I just interact with the same people here on your chat, on Orange chat, and like the only people I watch and things like that. So from what I've noticed, I agree with Sid na when it's on TikTok, it's like they're just finding out about keyboards. So it reminds me of me last year finding Wildcat. Like they just found out that a keyboard can look like this, can be this size, and like things like that. So compared to Twitch, where they like already own a keyboard or they just like they have an idea, basically, like what Sid said. And for the age, I would say okay, minus there's no demographics on TikTok for age,
Mm.
but I feel like some of like the people who watch are like 10-year-olds or maybe like even younger. Because I remember when I first posted like my very first TikTok about my keyboard, I like checked who liked it, like the ten likes. I really checked who it was. And when I click on their profile, it's like actually like a 5-year-old dancing on TikTok. And I'm like, these are the people who like my TikTok. So like I'm just being honest, like that's who I
Uh-huh.
think like the TikTok audience is. It's like
Mhm.
honestly it's all ages, but it can go as low as like children.
Yeah, I noticed that too, because like on TikTok, I get like recommended things, and some of these content creators as well are really young, like absolutely young kids who I feel like aren't even like 10 years old, and they're doing these crazy dances and so
True.
that's what I was thinking, like in my mind, like I wonder what is the like what is your audience if you're like really taking like TikTok and really focusing it on it, like how is your audience a little bit different? Because I've only done Twitch as a platform of like content creation. I haven't really go like delve into TikTok too deep, but like seeing your guys' TikTok, so many people comment, so many views. I feel like the new generation now, like even young kids have access to an iPad or a cell phone, and they can easily access to you guys, which is great because I feel like TikTok is honestly the number one like way to get discovered. Do you guys agree with that? Because like the numbers is so different compared to Twitch. Like
Yeah,
like view
I agree.
count and
Yeah.
follower count is so like drastically different. So what do
Yeah,
you
I
guys
agree
think?
with
Like,
that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, there's like so much more people on TikTok, right? And especially brands. I think lots of brands are really exploring TikTok right now. But I'm sure Chessie can tell you more about it. But for me, even like someone not as big as the other cube TikTokers, right? Like I mean, I also barely post like regularly. I post like every now and then, but right now I've been a little too busy for TikTok. But even then, like I'm still getting like sometimes I get like messages from brands like it's easier for them to find you, so
mhm,
to speak, like yeah, because they really can see numbers on your videos, right? And I'm
mhm,
pretty sure
mhm,
that's what
right
they
away.
look for. Like like I've already I've received a few like just sponsored things already, like they send me stuff to like review or to post about, right? And I feel like TikTok is really like insane for like growing your brand,
Mhm.
right? Like your name. But yeah, I totally agree.
It is kind of crazy, just like, and it's kind of cool too because like what I've seen before too is you post the video and it's not like it's okay, but later down the line too, like it can just start booming again, which
Yeah.
is great for like it's sort of like YouTube where like you post it on YouTube, you leave it alone, and then all of a sudden it just starts booming again, and then you just
That's
start getting
true.
famous. So that's what I've noticed, and I think a lot of people are trying to get into TikTok, but I feel like I've been in other streamers who are like sort of my age, and it's hard. It's hard for for my age category ish to get into it because I've talked to other streamers and we talked about like TikTok too, and it's hard. It's hard. Lois is just straight up laughing. but yeah, I feel like
But
it's your guys' thing for sure.
yeah,
But
like what DK is saying here, like the algorithm is very unpredictable. Like I
algorithm.
feel
Oh
that
yeah.
because um I don't sometimes I don't even know like what kind of video to make, right? Especially if I'm trying to grow my TikTok. It's so hard to tell like what will do good and what doesn't. Like sometimes I could spend like so long on a single video and it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't do good, and then I spend like maybe the next video I like edit it for like 20 minutes and then it does like super well. Like I have a very bad sense of, especially on TikTok, like what's gonna do good and what's not. So yeah, like
Oh man.
definitely like it's weird. Like
I
it's
and
not easy, but yeah,
uh
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, I want to commend you though on your TikToks because during your live streams on Twitch, like you have another camera set up and doing time lapse videos. That's pretty hard to do, and then you even have a timer on your screen just to show how long the process is. Like, there's a lot of thought into your TikToks, and then like you said, like sometimes like all that effort, and then it's like 5-minute one I just made, and that one just booms. Like, that's pretty crazy. Like how the algorithm kind of works. It I think like are like hashtags in TikTok very important. Like putting the proper hashtags and stuff. Because like I did one video,
yeah.
and I didn't know there's like keep talk ph or whatever, and it like there's not much views, and then I put that tag or something, or I put like ph on it, mechanical keyboard ph, and then it started getting more discovered. I was like, oh wow, so I feel like I'm using the wrong like hashtags or something.
Yeah, especially for, I feel like it only applies like the hashtag thing, if you're posting like a niche thing, right? Like something not everyone will get, like, right? So like most people, when they see a keyboard video and they're not into keyboards, they're probably just gonna scroll past it, right? They won't really like your video or like really watch it. But I feel like if you do put the hashtag, the people who will like actually like your video will like it, because their hashtag is like, it's common to them. It's like what they always see. So I think it's kind of important. But if you're not doing keyboard content, you're just doing like some dancing stuff, then I'm sure it doesn't matter too much.
Gotcha. All right. Whew. Do you have anything else to add, Chessy? No, sorry, I'm
Just say
trying.
hello, Chelsea, if you want.
I'm just gonna say Chessy. Okay.
I think for the hashtags, honestly, I also don't know. Like, I just ended up using like the same hashtags in every video now because I really don't know how they work. Like what like the chat was saying, that the algorithm is really hit or miss. And for me, it's almost been like 1 year of me doing TikTok now. So for my take on that is just to just post.
Just
That's it.
post.
Just post.
Just post, God.
Yeah.
Like you post a lot. Like I have to say, I post a lot. a lot. Like when I went down your TikTok, I was like, Jesus, there's a lot of typing videos. But it's
True.
great.
I try. Yeah, I think that's it. Like it's almost my 1 year, I guess, of like formally doing TikToks. And
Congrats.
thank you. I can just like see how much it like the especially in Keep Talk page, it's like really super duper changed like last
Mhm.
year. Like yeah, that's it. Basically, like especially with the brands, I can just see how much it's changed compared to last year. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I do want to bring in also like cuz I'm so curious about TikTok cuz I find it so entertaining. Not just like keep TikTok or like, keep reloaded, but it's just there's so many entertaining things, but what I've noticed is a very trend chasing app. Like something I find is really nice, and then literally next week no one's talking about it anymore. I was like, what? So I will go deeper in TikTok, but I feel like hopefully I can invite some other TikTok content creators because I know a couple. Like I know you did like a challenge right recently. Like you guys did a head-to-head challenge with other keyboard content creators.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool idea too. How did you guys come up with that type of thing?
Full credits to Rafa Abaya. Guys, check him out on TikTok. His @ is grafaabaya. Okay. And then basically it was all his idea. So basically he just like contacted each one of us. So he contacted me, Kashi, and Cheska, and just asked us if we wanted to do like a collab together somehow. And like basically that's it. Like he just like got us all into a Discord call. We talked about it and we did it. So yeah. I think it was just like he just noticed, like, because we were already all mutuals with one another, so he decided like why not, because it's fun. And then yeah, so basically we just finished that challenge actually, and then I think the winners will be announced soon.
Oh yeah, I was looking for a video like who's the winner because I couldn't find any update on that. But so it's still ongoing. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Thank you guys for answering those TikTok related questions and the keyboard, mushing them together. Now I want to talk about Twitch now. So Waro over here. How did you get into Twitch? First off, how did you get into the streaming? Like, what inspired you to get into streaming?
It was really because, Okay, so when I build my cables, it usually takes a really long time.
Mhm.
Siguro, I would say it would take me 7 hours just to finish like a whole batch. A whole batch would be around like 7 to 10 cables, and like that whole process is 7 hours. So I I got really bored, so I decided that maybe I should just like stream my cable making. So maybe I can just like talk to people while I do it. Because usually I just watch movies and like
Mhm.
yeah, the movies run out. Like the movies I wanted to watch,
Oh,
they just ran
just
out.
ran
So I
out of
just
stuff to watch on
decided to,
Netflix.
yeah. So yeah, that's how I got into streaming, basically.
Like, so how long have you been doing the cable business actually?
The business started back in January,
Oh,
but
okay, okay.
I sold only here in Cebu to like to just like some of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And back then my cables, I can say they were like so bad. I was even shocked that people still bought them.
They like the
But
person who makes it.
I
Quality.
Refund.
I guess, but then my first cable was actually I think I made it back in October. And then I actually gave one cable to Jessie because she was like my only I think she was my only friend who was into keyboards back then. So I gave her a cable, and then fun fact is it broke her keyboard.
It broke her
Warren, you're not
keyboard?
supposed to say that, Warren.
It's okay.
You're
That was
exposing
my
yourself.
first cable.
Oh my
You know,
god! Did you
guys,
buy her a new one?
I let's just say I what do you call
Moncrias.
this? Reconversed it or something.
You
Anyway.
have
Mm.
wild rift skins.
Basically, yeah, I got her like Wild Rift stuff because she plays a lot of Wild Rift.
Oh my gosh.
And but yeah, ever since I've been giving her cables anyway. She's been like my biggest what do you call this, sponsor, or like what do
Mm.
you call? But yeah, I get a lot of people from her TikToks where they just message me and be like, "Oh, where do I get this?" Then they send me a screenshot of Chessie's videos
Ooh.
and
So
stuff.
you guys going
So
hand
I'm
in
really
hand. That's
grateful for
great. That's great.
Chessie. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a pretty fun. I had no idea that was the
It was
your
actually
first.
pretty. When was that? Recent.
I also don't know when it was. I forgot.
Yeah.
Stop exposing yourself. It's okay.
No, they
No,
like
it's okay.
genuine, like genuine.
But
So
that
thank you for
was
sharing.
so far. That was the only what I broke.
Oh,
I
only
hope.
so. Yeah, okay. So if you ordered
That
a
was one
cable,
of my first
I'm pretty
cables.
sure.
I didn't. Yeah. I mean, we all start off somewhere.
Well, if you. Well, in chatter.
Don't worry, guys. They don't break keyboards anymore.
Yeah. You can see it. You can see the quality when he's streaming, guys. His cables are top notch. Very, very nice. And the photos, dude, really, really nice as well. I'm actually surprised when I'm watching your stream. Like your background is like the wood, like planks of wood, but that's actually not even real wood. That's like a
Oh
piece
yeah,
of.
it's just a placemat from my kitchen.
Scammed. Scammed right there. But I appreciate the
Thank you,
trickery
thank you.
of making great photos. Oh man.
I try my best. I actually just use my phone to take all the pictures,
Dang.
and I
What
abuse the sunlight.
the sunlight? Yeah, I think like lighting is very, very important when taking really good
Yeah.
photos. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. So how have you been liking streaming on Twitch? How's the community? What do you think of the community here on Twitch?
The community is really supportive. That's what I can say. Like my
Mhm.
first few streams, they were super supportive, especially you, Sanir. You're like one of my first viewers, and I remember I forgot who raided me, but it was like a huge raid. It was like 70 people, and I was so shocked. And I think you also raided me back then. And ever since, everyone's just been supporting me. And people just come in and people lurk a lot. But what do you call this? But yeah, the Twitch community is super supportive and they're really mature, I can say. I love
Mhm.
talking to people here, but of course there are a few like very degen people and like toxic people
Oh
now
yeah,
and
yeah.
then.
You're gonna have those for sure. But like,
But it's mostly probably 99%. They're all mature. They're all sensitive and they know what to say most of the
mhm.
time. Aside from the times where chat bullies me.
A little
But yeah,
bullying here and there is okay. A little banter is fine. Have you experienced any like toxic, like absolutely toxic people on
I
stream,
have
or
not.
you have not?
Like I'm lucky enough not to experience that yet.
Mig.
But I think if someone would have went to my stream and been toxic, I think he's just gonna get banned so fast, and I'm just gonna be toxic back to him.
All right, gotcha. All right. Backspace. Same question. Oh,
Wow.
Avi Rage. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the
Uh,
podcast.
so how like have I ever experienced anyone toxic? No, I don't think so. Like of all the like for now it's been like 4 months since I started on Twitch, right? I think I'm pretty lucky not to have had like someone toxic come in
Mhm.
and like start talking shit or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel like I'm lucky to not have experienced that. And I feel like 90% or like 99% of people who come into the chat are like super nice. Like especially now, like there are people who don't really chat much in my stream, but they lurk. It's like super supportive, right? Like
Mhm.
just to be there, just to lurk, just have a tab open, just for the stream. So I find it keyboard touch is like super wholesome, I'd say, like compared to like most other like the usual like communities here on Twitch.
Mhm.
Like, it's definitely more wholesome, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've had the experience though of someone being toxic, and that was not fun. It was one of my earlier streams as well, where someone straight up told me that I sucked and I was doing it wrong, and told me to quit Twitch. And I think a lot of people know this story because I was like tripping over it during the subathon, and then I loved how the community was just like, give us the name, and then they're like, what's the social security number of that dude? So I love the community here in Twitch. Very, very supportive. But there are gonna be people, and I just want you to prepare as well. Like you gotta definitely have like a little bit of tough skin because there's gonna be toxic people for. But in general, though, I think the Keeb community here in the Twitch platform is very, very supportive, very welcoming as well. How about TikTok? Do you get any like any negative feedback over there?
Oh, well, for me, no, not really. I haven't
Mhm.
really seen much, but I think, especially if your channel is like much bigger, I think you'll definitely come across some of those people. So maybe Chessie can share
Mm.
something about that.
I think for me, okay, honestly, I don't really get a lot of like hate comments like at all compared to like the other Keep Talk PH creators.
Mhm.
Like I've seen, like they've talked about it, and they really get like bad comments. Like it's
Really?
just like. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's mostly people who don't really understand, why you spend so much for the hobby, things like
Mhm.
that. Though.
Mhm.
Like, they just got into it. But yeah, but basically, I don't really get a lot of hate comments. My hate comments, it's like goes as far as I can type faster than you, or let me see you type with punctuations.
Oh my! Oh, I saw that TikTok. I saw that TikTok. I was laughing my ass off. But you proved that guy wrong. Bah, bah, bah.
But that's
Great job.
that's
Great job.
basically it. Like I don't really get a lot of toxic people, but I know that you can really get a lot if the right that the those people find your TikToks. But I'm very lucky, like that the people who've commented are super wholesome and just want
Mm.
to type race with me.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh, type race. I remember type racing with you. I've been trying to improve my speed. You type even with the words that are even spinning. Like I tried that and I was like, what the fuck? How do you do this? It's spinning, guys. Try doing that. It's stupid hard. So I don't know how you do that. And I've also seen you like type with two keyboards at the same time. I think it's not even a split keyboard. It's two keyboards. Two separate keyboards. That's insane. DK Yado. Also, Cash. That's a pretty like another well-known. Well, I definitely know her TikTok account. She produces a lot of videos as well. So I'm guessing.
I think she's the fastest at pumping out the videos on TikTok.
Yeah.
For keyboards, and I mean when I see her videos, I usually check the comments because she's one of the most common to get those like super toxic gatekeepers on TikTok, like or for the community in general. I feel like the people who are like who make those comments are like kind of jealous of her, like
haters,
her position.
Man.
Yeah, like
haters.
actually haters. like she occasionally responds to them, which is why I think like they multiply kind of, like the hate comments, because she replies to them, and the most of the community, like 80%, 90% of the community are like behind her back, like people, especially like clones and like her take on like budget boards. Like I wouldn't say they're controversial, but I'm sure that like you can kind of tell when someone says something, like the gatekeepers aren't gonna like it. Like you can kind of tell, like when you say like, oh, this board this board is like a good option, but then like I can kind of tell like when like a real like gatekeeper would really say like, no, this board's better, blah 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 blah, right? But it's all like, but the problem with that is like it's all opinionated, right? There's no like one factual thing about the hobby. Like it's all like what you like, right? And I feel like some people like just don't understand that, especially like the super stubborn toxic people. Like,
I mean, there's people who are definitely like are so deep in the hobby. It's like okay, so I have another. I used to have another hobby, and I was really into cars, and I was a very I'm sorry, my dog is. Rolo, stop biting. Okay, so I used to be in a very like deep hobby in the car group, and it was strictly like JDM, so Japanese like things. And I could definitely kind of relate with that hobby to this one, because in that hobby it was purist. Like hopefully that's like not coming out as like a negative, but it was strictly, and they even say in the rules, it is strictly only like originals, Japanese parts are allowed in this group. So like I feel like it does spread into other hobbies. Like each hobby has people who are like strict about these certain type of things, and I've been seeing it a lot as well here on the Keep community. So it's I understand as well, because like you have friends, like especially here in the Keep community, it's so tight knit, right? You actually get to talk to the designer of these things. Like if it was a different hobby, you would never meet like the owner or like the designer of these key sets or whatever. Or like let's say you're in the bike hobby, you would never talk to the CEO of Giant. Like that's a very well-known bicycle company, right? Like, but here you can actually talk to them. You can actually converse with them and talk about like inputs, or like how I'm also designing a keycap set. What do you think? So I feel like, no, that's that. By the way, that's just an example. Just an example. I'm not designing a keycap set or anything, because I saw your face. It's like, whoop. But that's just an example. But yeah, I feel like people are a little bit more inclined to say things because they actually have conversations with these people, and they actually tell the experiences they had to like the process of making an IC, just even making an IC, and the effort, the amount of time and like that to put it in. So if someone talks about clones and stuff, and which is a very controversial subject, which I don't want to get into like right now, because that's gonna be like a whole nother podcast. I feel like we can dedicate a whole nother podcast for clones. But yeah, I definitely understand where these like deep end enthusiasts are coming from as well. But different walks of life, everyone has a different like phase in their life where like some of them are really students. And can you imagine a student shelling out $300 for a keycap set, just a base kit, numpad, space bars, and novelties? That's really gonna ring you up quite a pretty penny, that is for sure. I agree with you, Backspace. Getting GMK
Yeah.
sets as a student, yeah, Asteria, it's I'm able to kind of afford these things because I do work. I am a bit older than you guys here in chat, but yeah, that comes with it. That comes with it. I also see a lot of new upcoming keyboard content creators. They ask me advice like, how do you make content? I'm like, to be honest, I am working. I am making my own money, and I tell them like in time, like what you can do for now is great. Like make different kind of content as well. There's a whole bunch of categories you can do in the keyboard hobby. You don't have to always be building crazy boards, which is crazy from coming from me. I spent a stupid amount of money too. Uh, but yeah. Like I feel like a lot of people are stressing over making keyboard content,
Yeah.
because it's such
I
an
super
expensive hobby.
agree with that.
What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I think for me, cause like I still feel like I'm still in the super entry, cause I am also super broke, and I don't like to spend money basically. Like for me, like um I like when I started my TikTok, I did just like used one keyboard for like what 50 TikToks, like just typing on one keyboard. And that's why like I feel like it's like people feel like they really need to get a new key to make
Mm-hmm.
content or things like that, when I literally just used one keyboard for everything. So I think that's just like my take on it. Like you can really do so many things with what you have already. You just need to.
Yeah, I think you
It's
have
Yeah.
to
not
be
the key,
being a
it's
content.
the
Yeah,
content.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, Waro. So like, I think for that's the thing for a content creator. You have to be creative of what you have with you right now. Like honestly, like some keyboards are like 30,000 plus above, right? That's insane amount of money. That is, especially since we're here in the Philippines, right? For my fellow
Okay, Waro.
Filipinos,
Okay, Waro.
especially here in the Philippines, where it is much different compared to the U.S. or more well-developed countries.
Super,
Like 500
super.
pesos, 500 pesos will get you so much more, but it's not gonna. It's nothing compared to the U.S. Like $10, that's you can do a little. But here in the Philippines, 500 pesos you can do a lot.
It's
By the
it's a
way, I
lot.
love Philippines because I'm originally from the States, and I came here and I got a massage for 1 hour is 500 pesos. You know how much a massage? You know how much a massage in the States costs? It's $1 a minute. So 1 hour is 60 US dollars, right? 60 US dollars for a 1 hour massage. When I went here, every day I went to go and get a massage because I could never afford it in the States. So I literally, okay, not every day, 4 out of 7 days, I'm usually at the massage place. All right, and I take advantage of it because it's so cheap, you know. Woo. But what do you think, man? What do you think about this? What the heck, Mig Fernando? My massages are free.
Um,
I don't. I'll skip for now. Thank you for the offer. But yeah, Wara, what do you think, man?
Wait, can you repeat the question? I kind of got lost there after
Oh
you
yeah.
said
How
about the
much are your
massages.
massages, Warren? That's what he's
Oh, my
asking.
Ah, yeah. How
massages.
much? Yeah, how much is the?
I don't get massages. My body is fit. I'm kidding. But
Dang.
wait,
Okay.
what was it again?
So like the question, we kind of went off a little bit topic, but like, I think a lot of people are stressing over like content creation,
Ah,
and then the hobby is so expensive, right? So like, I feel like you just have to be kind of creative. Like, what are your thoughts of like making content creation for keyboards?
um, honestly, I've been struggling with that since in my streams where I just make cables, and a lot of people they don't know what I'm doing.
Hmm.
Even probably you guys won't understand what I'm doing most of the time, but I still do it because honestly, I can't find any other way to make it more creative.
Hmm.
So I just try my best to talk to chat, and I really love it when chat is like responsive or when they talk a lot, because that's the only way I can, um, I think like make my streams funner, I
Hmm.
guess. And yeah, because most of the time my cable builds are very repetitive, and they're basically the same thing over and over. The only difference is like when I show a different color, and like people will be like, "Oh, that's a nice color." It's like, yeah, it is. And then yeah,
Gotcha. Well, I
so
think a lot of importance too, and I've also noticed it as well, is like it's 50%. Well, to me, it's 50% content and then 50% the streamer, because people are building a relationship with you. Like I invest like my okay, I invest my emotions on streamers as well, not romantically, like I try to make a bond, like a friendship with the other streamers and stuff, and that's how I actually found your stream. Like I found you, a fellow Filipino, and I actually like how you talk to chat, and I think that's such an important thing, because not just the content that you see in front of you, but like learning how to talk to chat and learning how to converse with them, really building a connection is something very very important, which I feel like, because I see you doing other streams besides Makers and Crafted. I see you do a lot of Valorant.
yeah, because I'm a variety streamer, right,
Variety
Sid?
streamer.
Number one variety streamer.
But yeah, I think that's my way of trying to make my content more creative in a way,
Mhm,
and try to get more people to um like watch me, I guess.
mhm, mhm.
But also I don't do like content like on Twitch to earn money or anything. I really do it because I don't know, I have fun. There are days where I just feel like, ooh, I want to stream today, even if I'm just gonna stream Val, which I don't really get that much viewers, to be honest, because
Mhm.
people who watch Val like watching like the pros because they're like amazing, and but
I think
yeah.
you're amazing.
Oh, you're better.
What the heck? Oh man, but that's
Not you.
great. Oh,
Not you, not
oh,
you.
thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you to gifting us up to what you call it. What you call it.
Whatchamacallit.
436. Thanks for gifting us up to what you call it. I
But
appreciate it.
but yeah, I feel like content creating really needs, it takes a lot of effort, and
Mhm.
it takes a lot of like brain power and energy to create things that people will like, but also do it in a way that you like,
True.
if that
Also,
makes
like
sense.
financially, also be financially
Yeah,
responsible. I've said that
yeah.
before, especially in this hobby where you can honestly spend a stupid amount of money just because
Yes.
I buy this keyboard. I'm okay because I'm gonna resell it and get my money back. And then all of a sudden you can't resell that shit. Then you're stuck with it. So you just
Mm.
just gotta be careful. But yeah, Backspace. What do you think, man, about content creation in the Keep community? How are you
Um,
doing with that?
Honestly, for me, I feel like it's kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like, especially because on TikTok, because like you just say like a good video on TikTok. Excuse my voice is dying today. Anyway, I see Waro laughing there, like throughout the whole time I'm talking. Anyway, anyway, I feel like the amount of commissions I get, it kind of fills up my schedule, right? Even off
Mhm.
stream, sometimes I'll be like looping hundreds of switches, and like some like these days I can't even find the time to edit some videos to post, right? I just keep recording, but I can't end up doing it, and I feel like it's a blessing because lots of people really like my work, right? It's really nice to feel like oh, they're really people asking me for advice, like just random things on Instagram, and people who really end up having their board built with me. It's really a nice thing. It's really a nice feeling, but I feel like I'm gonna have to start limiting it now, especially because my schedule is way too full these days, and yeah, I think for me, I don't really
Dude,
run out of content.
your builds are insane on stream. By the way, you to be honest, you're the only streamer I know that does multiple builds in one stream. Like the time where you did 6 TM 680s and then the 3 GMMK pros, and then you do like over 200 plus switches. Like that's crazy content. That's like
Yeah,
I
it's
don't see other streamers do that. So which makes you
yeah,
unique too, man.
yeah. Thanks, but it's like kind of like painful at the same time. Like
So,
Not to say like I'm on Twitch, right? Because not because I wanna, like, of course, like I'm not really here to earn money, right? Like that was never my intention. Like I just, I thought I saw a few streamers like on keyboard Twitch. You being one of them. Like I'm like, oh, it's pretty fun, talking to chat and like doing keyboard stuff at the same time. So I was like, what the heck, I'll try it. And it's funny because the first time I ever streamed, like Roro, I was in Roro's chat while
mhm,
streaming because
mhm.
like I had nothing else to do, and like there's no one watching, right? Like my first few streams are like literally zero, like just me, right? So yeah, I'm just watching other streamers, just chatting. I'm just being quiet, doing my own keyboard thing. And he was like, oh, I see you're streaming, and why don't we do a co-stream? So he invited me on his Discord, and he put my stream on his stream, right? Like as a co thing, and he was like, we were like just talking for like 3 hours, and it was like so fun. Like I think that's the reason why I stuck around, right? Because especially Roro's like one of the people I'm most thankful for here on Twitch. Because like if it wasn't for him, like that one time he invited me onto his stream, I don't think I'd be here. But
Mm.
you know, that's why I really think Roro's like a really nice guy. Like he invites people to his stream like rarely, but that one time he just decided to invite me, and I think that's why I stuck around.
That's dope. Yeah. Roto is such an awesome keyboard streamer as well. He's super inviting and knowledgeable as well. And it's comfortable talking to him. That's what I also noticed when I was in Roto's stream. Like he will take the time to really read your questions and really like. It feels like he's talking to you one on one sometimes too,
Mm-hmm.
which is really nice. Okay. So like last question. Last two questions of the night. All right, before we end the stream. I don't want to push this for too long. But like the last question is like, what do you call it? No, where did it go? Oh, okay. So what do you think about the like Filipinos being in this kind of community where a lot of them are still on Facebook? So I've talked about this before, where majority of like people have easy access to Facebook, and I think this applies for Twitch and TikTok. Like, how do you guys bring in like how do you think you can bring in more people? Because like I feel like I don't want to be mean, but I feel like there's more substance in content when you're in a different platform more than Facebook, because it's hard to look for keyboard content on Facebook. Like there's no categories or anything. Like even on TikTok, at least you can specify like I'm looking for this kind of content. So what have you guys been like thinking of, like how do I bring in more people? Like, what do you guys think? We can start with Chetsu.
Um, Facebook. Honestly, I'm not really that active there also, but from what I've seen, mainly like I think all of us know like the main Facebook main Facebook marketing, of course, is all the
Mhm.
Facebook groups. Like there's CapH, there's the Cebu Mech Cube, then there's the Mechanical Keyboard Warriors, then there's the Keyboard Market. So Facebook is just really all about the groups, I think, and then I feel like honestly, I really don't know. But then
Yeah.
for me, I do post on the Facebook group sometimes, like it really depends, but I feel like I don't think a lot of people here in chat are in it, but there is an all girls group like for kids and for like,
Oh.
gaming stuff, and
Mhm.
I feel like the the safest there basically. Like I feel like that Facebook group is super pure and wholesome, and like you can just share, compared like if I post in like one of the bigger groups, it's kind of like a little scary to put yourself out there, especially because you know how Facebook is really connected also to your profile and people can just stalk. So I find it difficult to also use Facebook that way. So yeah. And DK said gamer girls. I think there's two Facebook groups. I think it's girls who game. That's the Facebook group I'm kind of active in. Now basically that's it. Um I will say though, like, yeah, you're right when it comes to Filipinos being more on Facebook. Like especially like Twitch. I never used Twitch until Warren started streaming. Or like I had a Twitch account, but um I just don't watch Twitch period. Like in my day-to-day life or something until Warren started streaming, and
Mhm.
that's when I started watching Twitch. So it's mainly just because like I had a friend who started out in Twitch. So that's why I'm here. So yeah, I can see why Twitch is super hard to get into, especially because you really have to make an account, you have to like monitor and things like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I agree with you because I feel like a lot of people are a bit hesitant to just make another account when they already have an account. They're ready to go. But the thing is, like, I would have not discovered any of you because I have that accessibility to find new people, and I don't have that like accessibility in Facebook. I would because I am always actively looking for new keyboard content creators, especially also I look for people who are near me because I want to do like collabs and do something like this and grow also the community here because like the community is super large in the States, in Australia, and all the other countries as well, but I don't feel like there's like not yet a lot of Filipino representation as well. So that's what I'm trying to do with my Twitch account, is try to grow locally the community here, and also bridge that with people outside of the Philippines, because there's actually a lot of Filipinos in other countries, and they didn't know there's like keyboard streamers from the homeland, which is really really cool, and I'm so glad that you guys are here, and I appreciate it. So, which is really really great. Again, when I started this, I was alone. There was nobody else when I started this, and it just made me more happy seeing that. Oh my God, there's another Filipino. Oh my God, mahal ka na kita. Like I already love you. Okay, I love all of you guys. All right, I love everybody here in chat as well. And I just appreciate that. So it's something so nice to see, and especially on a heavily dominated uh, platform as such as Twitch is like mostly US, right? So it's really nice to see. Oh, Waro, my bad, man. Your turn. Your turn.
Um. So like about Facebook, I feel like because whenever I post on Facebook, it's mostly for my cables, and I usually use my
Mhm.
cable page when I post in like the groups.
Wow, yo, that sounds
Because
amazing.
like what Chessy said, I'm kind
Wow,
of
yo.
scared posting with my real name sometimes about my stream, but I do it sometimes. But I'm more active in the Cebu groups
Mhm.
because I'm more comfortable there because I know like a lot of people there and they know me as well. So yeah, we're actually pretty big here in Cebu,
Mm.
and it's kind of a coincidence how like everyone's just like somehow acquainted to each other.
Quick question
But
for all three of you. Quick question: How is the community in Cebu? Since all of you guys are from Cebu, I'm the only one here in Metro Manila. Quick question: like, how are you? How is the Keep community in Cebu? I'm very curious because I eventually want to
and
visit there because it seems like it's a really active group, which sucks because we're cut off because we're on different islands. I feel like the Keep community in Cebu is pretty legit.
it actually is pretty legit over here. We have people who are newly getting into keyboards like almost every day,
Oh.
and there are people who have been in here in the community for like a really long time already. Like you might you guys might know Dwayne Paul. He posts on like a lot of other groups, and he's actually from Cebu, and he's like one of the bigger ones here, I can say. But yeah,
Mm.
there's been a lot of growth in the Cebu community lately.
That's good to hear. Yeah, because I'm not a part of the Cebu group because it's kind of weird. Like if I try to join the Cebu group, but I would
Just
love to
join.
just join. Really, is it okay? Be
Just
Yeah,
like, oh,
join.
there's
is there a
actually a
strict
lot of
rule?
people
There's
from
a
There's a strict
lot.
there
rule. There's a lot.
and
I'm just
yeah.
like nakakahiya. Like I'm embarrassed. Or like I don't know. I'm shy. Sorry to join like something where I'm not gonna be like able to kind of meet up with them if you guys have meetups or whatever. But yeah.
Nah, we
So
don't have any meetups.
oh, okay, got it. By the way, HTTC Sinda, HTT Sinda, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Maraming salamat. I hope you liking the podcast here tonight. But yeah. Backspace, did you have anything to
Whoa!
say?
For I feel like the
XQ
keyboard
chats, thank
community
you
here
for the host.
in
Holy
Cebu
crap!
Oh,
is pretty tight knit. Like you pretty much know
What
everyone,
the
right?
heck?
Like almost everyone that posts there, you kind of know like, oh, this is a friend of my friend or something like
What?
that, right?
mhm.
And it's crazy because the few, because I don't post that much like Waro and chess. I barely post there, but when I do, like I post like, oh, I need
Oh,
this. Does anyone have extra of this? Like the time I was oh, 5 subs, five
yeah.
gifted.
Sorry. Asian Nerd Tech, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, dude. Guys, we're just chilling here tonight. You don't have to like again. You don't. Jesus, thank you. Yeah, we're just chilling out here tonight. Thank you very much, Asian Nerd Tech, dude. Please go check him out on his YouTube channel too. He makes keyboard content as well, and also check out HT. And oh my gosh, lots of crazy people here tonight. Okay, backspace. I'm so sorry for cutting off, bro. That
Yeah,
was just a
it's fine.
shocker. Ooh. All
But yeah,
right. Yeah.
the times like I need because like if you know that I was doing Ali, Twitch streamer Ali's build recently, right? And I
Right.
ran out of Milmax sockets because I didn't buy, I
I
didn't get
saw
the
that.
right
I saw
amount.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I posted in the group, and I was like, does anyone have like extras they're willing to sell me?
Mhm,
Just because I have to finish this build soon.
mhm, mhm.
And then some people really came up to me and they were like, "Oh, I'll sell you this like these my extra sockets." And they were selling it under like market price, right? Like they're selling it under market price. I was like, "Oh yeah, I can pick it up today." Like, "Oh, what about you?" And they're like, "Oh, I can just bring it to you." Like he like drove up to my place and just sold it to me under market price. That's like crazy to me. Like everyone's just, for me, my experience so far in the group, everyone's just like super nice. And that's why if I were to post something on Facebook, which I usually don't, I would post it there
Mhm.
rather than the bigger groups. Even though I know like if you post in the bigger groups, more people are gonna see it. But for me, I like posting more in the Cebu group because I know like
Mm.
it will really matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
The post will really be seen, and like it's the people you really like, people and like you care about their opinion. So I'd rather post there than in the huge group where sometimes like it's even
Of
like super
course. You're,
daunting to
yeah.
post there. But yeah,
Because I can definitely understand. Yeah. Because that's you're more in touch with those people because you're actually a lot more physically closer as well. Um. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's actually really nice, and I hope that I hope all three of you could also visit Metro Manila. Come over here. We can all hang out. I'll treat you guys for lunch.
These two will be. I am
Soon. Just
here.
soon.
expect it. Maybe
Oh,
next year. We
you don't
don't
have
know
any
when yet,
plans
but it's probably gonna be next year.
next year, which is just around the corner. It's already around the corner. You don't have any plans, Chessie, to visit Manila, meet other keyboard content creators? Oh,
No.
lungkot, lungkot. Hello Lois, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my gosh, thank
Sheesh,
you.
Lord.
And then Waro, thank you for gifting a sub to Chessie.
Thank you, Juan.
Uh, your
Um,
name was kind of like missing something there.
oh my god. Uh, Thank you guys for sharing. It seems like the Cebu group is a really, really tight knit community as well. I hope that maybe I'll try it out. I'll try to join the Cebu gang FB page, just so I can get to know more people over there. All right. Last question of the night. Last question of the night. I don't want to keep you here for too long. What is your advice for people getting into the hobby? What is your backspace, Chessie, Waro advice for new people entering the hobby?
Uh, buy a desk mat. I'm kidding.
Shameless plug. It's
I
okay.
was,
Shameless
I
plug.
was
It's
gonna say
okay.
something like that.
It's okay. Waro, you can do the same.
Okay.
Shameless plug. You guys are awesome. It's okay.
Okay, all jokes aside, I think generally you really don't have to spend, an insane amount of money really to like consider yourself or really to feel a part of the community,
Mhm,
right? Like
mhm,
like most of the stuff you're really looking for is like in the mods. Like if you want your board to sound good, there are always mods you could do to make them sound better. Like I like some of my friends recently were asking me like if like what kind of keyboard they would build if they're just getting into it, right? And nowadays, especially, there's like an insane amount of budget options, right? And I think that if you're getting into the hobby, you don't, as your first board, you really don't have to buy something like too expensive, right? You can just buy something maybe like around the budget price. Even you can buy a pre-built and mod it, because I feel like the the most fun you could have with a keyboard is really learning about how to do the things, right?
mhm,
Not necessarily like the end product, right? For
mhm,
me, it was
mhm.
really about the process. that I really liked and I enjoyed. That's really what I stuck around for, right? Because I'm someone who really likes to learn stuff, like all hands on, and the keyboard just gave me that. Because like sometimes I'll get tired of a keyboard, but I'll never get tired of doing keyboards, right? Building them and modding them. So that's just like my advice.
Awesome. Thank you. That's a really like yeah. Again, on just going on top of that, you can honestly start with you don't have to buy something crazy expensive or just to feel like you're part of it. Everyone starts off somewhere, right? In the beginning, you're gonna be learning so much in this hobby, and it's better to learn on something that isn't crazy expensive. I've seen people who bought an expensive board and they messed it up right away, and I'm like, dude, why you like it's kind of crazy where they buy like a 40,000 peso board and then they asked me to fix it. I'm like, oh, what happened? Oh, this was my first board and I messed it up. I was like, oh no. Like I recommend people going for something a little bit on the budget side and then you can get the hang of it. But yeah, you don't have to buy something crazy to just be a part of the community. Even though if you don't even have to have a keyboard. Just if you like keyboards, come and hang out. There you go. All right, Jesse.
I think like it's already been said, that's like buy your first cube and just basically be happy. Like 1WHFH says here in chat na as long as your keyboard makes you happy, I think that's like one of the most important parts of this hobby because you are spending for it, you are using your own money, and like don't listen to any other people. Like if you feel like watching TikToks makes you pressured to buy new keycaps or something, then just don't watch TikToks and just be happy with what you have because it's really like we all say it, this hobby is just a preference
Mhm.
and everything like that. So just be happy with what you have and happy typing.
Oof, I love that slogan right there. That's the thing. Happy typing. Trademark. We need to get that trademark and patent. Okay. We'll work on that. We will go to what is the like Department of Entrepreneur or something. We'll get that patent.
Happy
All right.
typing, everyone.
Typing. Love it. All right, Wara, what is your advice to the for people who are getting into the hobby?
Okay, my advice. My first advice would be, before getting a keyboard, you need a cable, right? Maybe you guys want
Yes,
to get
yes.
a WCO cables. I'm kidding, but like, okay, for real, getting your first keyboard, just go with whatever's in your budget. Don't You don't need to go overboard. You don't need to buy the most expensive switches. You don't need to buy the most expensive case. You just get something that'll make you happy. And like what Sid said earlier, the process is really the most important thing. For me, is making friends and like yeah, making friends in this hobby and like talking about it was really like the best part. It's not about getting the keyboards, it's about the people you build it with. Because for me, um I wouldn't be getting more keyboards if I wouldn't have people to like share it with, I guess. I mean, I'm not buying it to like flex or something, but like it's just a fun thing to talk about.
Ah, very nice. Yes.
And yeah, you really shouldn't like go over budget or like go broke to get like keyboards and stuff. Don't buy like 30K keyboards if you can't afford it.
True,
Okay.
true, true.
Warren can afford it though.
No, 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 no. I went broke. That was a bad decision. See, that was part of my experience, Jesse. I experienced it all.
You
Okay.
Going
experience all.
broke,
Those real
breaking
things. Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, the experience is really nice.
Great. All right. Thank you for your advice, everyone. I hope that you liked the podcast tonight. Special shout out again to Backspace Sid, Jesse, and then Waro. Please, again, if you type in guest, I'll do it right here in chat. You can follow their social media accounts, Twitch and TikTok down there below. I hope we can do this again. This is really great. I actually have a lot more questions, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. And
Spaniard, I have one question for you though.
for me,
Yeah, what's your advice?
oh, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Dang, I forgot. Okay. My advice. Oof. Wow, you guys said a lot of good things already. Don't be like me. There you go. Don't be like me. I spend a stupid amount of keyboards, but I love them. All right, but don't go crazy overboard with them. I bought actually a lot of boards recently, but just be financially responsible. I set aside. All right, I set aside a certain amount for keyboards and anything Twitch related. I keep that in a separate account, and I do not touch anything else to go into that account. So again, like I think one of the important things, also like what Waro mentioned, and one of my close friends as well as Halloween boards. A lot of people ask me about Endgame, and Endgame doesn't really exist. Endgame is the friends that you make along the way to get to Endgame. So making friends, building relationship is also like another advice is like now because of this hobby, I have made 3 friends right here. 3 beautiful friends. Hopefully I can treat them out to lunch and have a chat and just hang out with. So yeah. I'm not gonna cry, okay? I'm not gonna cry. No crying. Last time I cried, it was not good. But yeah. I'm very glad for everybody here in chat as well. If it wasn't for you guys in chat, I wouldn't be doing streaming either. Like, having such an awesome community and having these awesome content creators as well, it makes everything worthwhile. Yeah, there. Is that a good response?
Everyone go follow Spaniard.
No, only if you want.
Especially
Oh
on TikTok.
No,
The
no,
best content over there.
no.
Best-
It's all
best
like
TikTok account.
just no. Like the last thing I posted was like Halloween. Still, I haven't posted in a while. If you want educational TikTok, like you can actually learn some stuff, follow these 2 right here. If you want some dope cables and desk mat, follow these 2 right here. There you go. And if you want some nice ASMR, follow this person right here. There you go. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I will go ahead and put this out, and I will say my final goodbyes as well. So thank you, guys. Make sure to follow everybody here on Twitch down below on their. Thank you, guys.
Bye,
Spaniard,
Bye.
thank you so
Thanks,
much.
brother.
Thanks,
Bye,
Zanyard.
everyone.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. No dance. I will do the dance. I will do the dance next time. I will do a dance next time. I promise. If one of my mods could just refund Raphael. No dance tonight. No dance tonight. Refunded. Thank you. Asian Nerd, thank you for being here. Thank you for the gifted subs. Everyone, thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love the this podcast. I hope I can do more with other content creators. Hopefully I can do a podcast with just TikTokers and do one with YouTubers, and then maybe do one with vendors. Maybe we can get some vendors up in here so we can talk about how things are processed. But I have a lot of ideas for upcoming podcast conversations, which I hope you guys will join next time. But that is it for tonight. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead, and I think if Fatboy Chard is on, is he still on? He is on. We'll go ahead and raid Fatboy Chard. He is doing a subathon. Let's go ahead and show him some love. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll raid Fatboy Chard. Oh my god, I'm the slash. I don't know why I put exclamation. Raid Fatboy Chard. There we go. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope again you had really had a good time here. I had a lot of fun talking to my AKA fellow content creators, AKA my bestie friends. So thank you very much. Lois, bye Mahal. Thank you Mahal for being here. Lagi ako kilig. kapag nandito ka. Okay. No more kisses. I'll do everything. I'll keep a record of everything for the redeems. I'll do it on Monday. Monday, I'll be building a GHSRAR. So Gone Hacking Studio. I'll be building that keyboard on Monday. So yes. All right. Raid message. There you go. Xander spreading the love. I love it. Perfect. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Say hi to Fatboy Chard for me. Peace out. I'm a boomer. Let's go. So what an ending.